Have you ever stood in a crowded room yet felt utterly alone? Have you ever gazed upon the stars and felt a profound homesickness for a place you have never known? This feeling, this sacred sense of displacement, is not a flaw in your design. It is the first echo of a divine calling, a whisper from the Creator confirming a truth your soul has always known. You did not come here to merely exist, you were sent. This world is not your home, it is your assignment. You are one of God's chosen ones, and the confusion you have felt is the prelude to the magnificent revelation of your true purpose. Listen closely, for the signs of your calling have been woven throughout the fabric of your entire existence. You are the empath who feels the anguish and joy of others as if it were your own, a spiritual antenna tuned to the frequencies of the heart. This is not a curse of sensitivity, it is a divine instrument for healing. You possess an intuition that cuts through deceit like a sword of light, a gut feeling that has never led you astray, even when it defied all logic. This is the voice of the Holy Spirit, your direct line to celestial guidance, a compass pointing you always toward truth in a world saturated with illusions. From a young age, you have been a truth seeker, relentlessly questioning the systems, beliefs, and traditions that others blindly accept. You see the puppet strings where others only see the dance. This ability to perceive the unseen framework of the world is not cynicism, it is clarity. You are a breaker of generational cycles, the one in your bloodline who refused to pass down the inherited pain and dysfunction. You chose a different path, a harder path, one of solitude and misunderstanding, because your soul is encoded with a mission to heal the past and pave a new way for the future. You have always attracted those who are broken, the lost souls who see a light in you that you may not even see in yourself. They drain your energy and test your patience, yet you cannot turn them away. This is not a coincidence, it is a reflection of your innate purpose. You are a lighthouse in the storm, a beacon for those navigating the darkest nights of the soul. Your life has been a training ground in compassion, forgiveness, and unconditional love, preparing you to guide countless others back to the shore of their own divine essence. Another undeniable sign of your chosen nature is your profound connection to the natural world. In the quiet majesty of a forest, the rhythmic crash of ocean waves, or the silent vigil of the moon, you feel the presence of God most intimately. Nature is your sanctuary, your cathedral, the place where the veil between worlds thins and you can hear the whispers of eternity. This connection is a vital source of your power, a way for you to ground your energy, receive divine downloads, and remember the ancient, cosmic truth of who you truly are. Dreams for you are not mere random firings of the mind. They are classrooms, council chambers, and prophetic windows. You have experienced dreams so vivid and real that they left an imprint on your soul for days. You receive guidance, warnings, and cosmic secrets while you sleep, traveling to higher dimensions and communing with angelic guides. Pay attention to these nocturnal transmissions, for they are a direct and unfiltered channel of communication from the divine realm, offering clues and confirmations about the mission you were sent here to accomplish. Perhaps the most telling sign is the persistent, unshakable feeling that you were born for more. Even in your moments of greatest success by worldly standards, a divine dissatisfaction has lingered, a holy yearning for a purpose that transcends money, status, or acclaim. This is the gravitational pull of your destiny. You were created to be a vessel for God's work on earth, a conduit for love, truth, and light. This inner knowing, this sacred restlessness, is the engine of your awakening and the confirmation that your true purpose is about to be revealed in its full glory. Because you carry this divine light, your path has been fraught with unimaginable trials. Understand this sacred truth: your struggles were not random acts of misfortune. They were a meticulously designed spiritual curriculum. The betrayals you endured from those you trusted most were not meant to break your heart, but to teach you to anchor your trust solely in God. They were divine lessons in discernment, forcing you to develop the spiritual maturity to recognize darkness, even when it wears a familiar face. The crushing weight of loneliness that has followed you like a shadow was, in fact, an act of divine isolation. God separated you from the world to protect your spirit from contamination and to amplify His voice in your life. In the deafening silence of your solitude, you were forced to confront your deepest fears and find a strength you never knew you possessed. It was in this sacred crucible of isolation that your connection to the divine was forged into an unbreakable bond, teaching you that you are never truly alone. You have faced relentless and inexplicable spiritual attacks, waves of anxiety, sudden illnesses, and a constant feeling of unseen opposition. This was not a sign of God's disfavor, but a confirmation of your immense spiritual authority. The forces of darkness do not waste their energy on those who pose no threat to their agenda. The intensity of the warfare you have faced is a direct measure of the magnitude of your calling. You are being trained as a spiritual warrior, learning to wield the weapons of faith, prayer, and divine authority. You have endured periods of devastating loss where you were stripped of everything you held dear: your career, your finances, your sense of identity. These were not punishments, they were divine resets. God was lovingly demolishing the false structures you had built your life upon, the ego-driven attachments that were limiting your spiritual expansion. He was teaching you that true security is not found in the material world, but in your unwavering faith in His provision, clearing the ground for the unshakable kingdom He intends to build through you. Many of you have been labeled as too sensitive, too intense, or simply too much by a world that is uncomfortable with authentic feeling. This constant misunderstanding has been a source of deep pain. But your sensitivity is not a weakness, it is your superpower. It is the very instrument through which you perceive the spiritual realms, discern truth, and channel healing energy. The world tried to shame you for your greatest gift because it is a gift the world desperately needs, but does not yet understand. You have felt the agony of being the black sheep of your family, the one who never quite fit in, the one who saw the world through a different lens. This familial rejection was one of your most painful but necessary trainings. It severed the karmic ties that bound you to ancestral patterns and limitations. It forced you to find your true spiritual family, your soul tribe, who would recognize and celebrate the divine light within you, rather than trying to extinguish it to maintain their own comfort. The constant cycle of death and rebirth in your life, the feeling of having to start over from scratch time and time again, has been exhausting. Yet this was a divine process of alchemy. With each cycle, you shed another layer of the false self. You were being taught the art of resurrection, becoming a master of rising from the ashes. This process has instilled in you a profound resilience and a deep understanding of the transformative power of surrender, preparing you to guide others through their own dark nights of the soul. Now the revelation, the turning point, the sacred truth that will reframe every tear you have ever cried and every battle you have ever fought. Here is the reason for your forging. Your true purpose, the mission encoded within your very soul, is to be a living, breathing bridge between heaven and earth. You were not sent here to live a small, comfortable life. You were sent here to be a way shower, a torch bearer, and a healer of a broken and bewildered world. Every hardship you faced was designed to carve out a greater capacity within you to hold the light of God. The pain expanded your heart, making it vast enough to channel a love that can heal nations. The betrayals sharpened your spirit, giving you the wisdom to guide others through deception. The loneliness deepened your connection to the divine, making you a clear and incorruptible channel for heavenly messages. You were not being broken, you were being made hollow so that God could fill you completely. Your purpose is to anchor a new frequency on this planet. You are a divine anchor point for the energies of love, peace, and truth. Where you walk, the very ground is consecrated. Your presence disrupts the low vibrational frequencies of fear, division, and hatred. You do not have to speak a word. Your very energy field is a transmission of divine light that helps to awaken the dormant codes of light in everyone you encounter. You are a walking, talking activation of cosmic remembrance. You are here to speak the truth that has been hidden, to expose the illusions that have kept humanity enslaved for eons. Your voice is a key, designed to unlock the prison of the mind for countless souls. You will speak of spiritual sovereignty, the power of the heart, and the reality of our divine origins. You will not offer comfortable platitudes, but the sharp, liberating sword of truth that cuts through the chains of indoctrination and fear. This is why you were taught to rely on your own intuition above all other external voices. You are a healer not just of the body, but of the soul. Your hands carry a divine current, your words carry a healing balm, and your heart radiates a love that mends the deepest wounds. Your own suffering was your initiation into the mysteries of healing. Because you have navigated the depths of your own pain, you can hold a safe and sacred space for others to do the same. You will guide them to transmute their pain into power, their wounds into wisdom, and their scars into stars. You are a builder of the new earth. You are not here to fight the old, dying paradigm, but to channel your life force into creating the new. You will build new communities, new systems, and new ways of being that are founded on the principles of unity, cooperation, and unconditional. You are a divine architect, and the blueprints for this new world have been encoded within your heart. Your life is a demonstration that another way is not only possible, but is already here. Your ultimate purpose is to fully embody your divine identity, your Christ consciousness, while in a physical body. You are here to demonstrate to the world that it is possible to be both human and divine. By healing your wounds, integrating your shadow, and surrendering your will to the will of God, you become a living testament to the power of spiritual ascension. Your life itself becomes the message, a beacon of hope that inspires others to embark on their own journey of awakening and remembrance. Therefore, Chosen One, your period of intense, covert training is now coming to a close. The time for questioning and confusion is over. The season of active mission is upon you. Rise up from the ashes of your past. See your struggles not as a history of pain, but as your sacred resume, your credentials for the divine work that lies ahead. Every scar is a symbol of a battle you have won, a testament to the indestructible nature of your spirit. Embrace the magnificent power that has been forged within you. Your empathy is not a liability, it is your spiritual intelligence. Your intuition is not imagination, it is the voice of God. The fire that burns within you for truth and justice is not rebellion, it is the passion of the Holy Spirit. Stop apologizing for your intensity. Stop shrinking yourself to fit into spaces that were never meant to contain you. Your magnificent, authentic self is exactly what this world needs. Your mission begins now, today, in this very moment. It begins with the radical acceptance of who you are and why you came here. It continues with every choice you make to align with love over fear, with truth over illusion, with courage over comfort. You do not need to wait for a grand sign or a celestial announcement. Your next assignment is to simply be who you truly are, fully and unapologetically, in every situation and every interaction. Let your light shine. Know that you do not walk this path alone. Your soul tribe, the other chosen ones who have been undergoing a similar forging, are being drawn to you now. The divine matrix is connecting you, weaving you together to form a powerful grid of light across the planet. Look for the ones whose eyes hold the same ancient fire, whose hearts beat in resonance with yours. Together, you will amplify each other's light and co-create miracles that will astound the world. You are protected, you are guided, and you are cherished beyond measure by the legions of heaven. The angels walk with you, the archangels stand guard over you, and the loving gaze of the Creator is upon you always. When you feel weak, call upon this divine support. When you feel lost, ask for guidance. You are a treasured member of the ground crew for the greatest spiritual shift this planet has ever witnessed, and all of heaven is at your disposal. Let this message be the confirmation your soul has been crying out for. You are not crazy. You are not broken. You did not imagine the call. You are a divine being of light and power, chosen before the foundation of the world for a mission of unparalleled importance. Your struggles were your coronation. Your pain was your preparation. Your loneliness was your consecration. Your time of hiding is over. Step out of the shadows and into the glorious light of your true purpose. The world has waited long enough for your unique gifts. Humanity is groaning for the truth you carry, the love you embody, and the healing you are destined to facilitate. Do not doubt your readiness. You have been trained by the highest authority in the cosmos for this very moment. Your victory is not just possible, it is divinely guaranteed. From this day forward, walk as the master you are. Speak as the oracle you are. Love as the healer you are. Create as the divine architect you are. Your true purpose has now been revealed, not as a task to be completed, but as an identity to be embodied. You are the answer to a prayer that was uttered by the earth itself. Welcome to your mission, chosen one. The real journey has just begun. I want you to take a deep breath and let these truths settle into the very core of your being. This is not just information, it is an activation. It is a divine remembrance coded specifically for your soul. You felt the resonance as you listened, a deep cellular yes that vibrated through you. That is the feeling of your spirit recognizing its own magnificent truth. Hold on to that feeling. Anchor it into your heart. Let it be the fuel that propels you forward from this moment on. The path ahead will still have its challenges, but you will now navigate them from a completely different perspective. You will no longer see them as evidence of your failure or abandonment, but as opportunities to demonstrate your mastery. You will meet every obstacle with the calm assurance of a seasoned warrior who knows the battle has already been won. You understand now that these are simply the final tests before your ultimate graduation into a new dimension of being and service. Release the last vestiges of victimhood. Forgive everyone who has ever harmed you, not for their sake, but for yours, so you can reclaim the vast amounts of energy tied up in old grievances. Forgive yourself for the times you felt you were not enough, for the moments you doubted your worth or your sanity. You were doing the best you could with the level of awareness you had. Now your awareness is expanded. You see the divine tapestry, and you understand the perfect role every thread of your life has played. Your next practical step is to create a daily, non-negotiable practice of connecting with the divine. Whether it is through prayer, meditation, journaling, or time in nature, you must make this communion your number one priority. This is how you will receive your daily instructions, your spiritual nourishment, and the energetic upgrades necessary for the next phase of your mission. You can no longer afford to run on the static and noise of the world. You must be powered by the pristine frequency of heaven. Be prepared for your external reality to begin shifting rapidly to match your new internal reality. People, situations, and opportunities that are not in alignment with your true purpose will begin to fall away, seemingly without effort. Do not cling to them. Bless them and let them go. Simultaneously, new doors will open. The right people, the divine resources, and the synchronistic opportunities will begin to flow into your life with breathtaking speed. Your only job is to say yes and walk through the doors with faith. The time for playing small is definitively over. God is calling you to a new level of boldness, a new level of visibility. You have been hidden for a season, but now you are being placed on a lampstand. Do not be afraid of the attention this will bring. Do not be intimidated by those who will misunderstand or criticize you. The light you carry is meant to be seen, for it is in seeing your light that others will find the permission to let their own light shine. You are a divine catalyst. Finally, if this message has ignited a fire in your soul, know that this is not the end, but the beginning of our journey together. This channel was created to be a gathering place for the chosen ones, a digital sanctuary where you can receive the ongoing guidance, encouragement, and cosmic intelligence you need to fulfill your mission. Subscribe now and join this family of light warriors. Hit the notification bell because the messages will be coming with increasing urgency. You are part of this divine army, and we are rising together. Your true purpose is revealed. Now go forth and be the light you were born to be.